welcome to the fourth in my new series of videos called How to Create a Life You Love. So there was once a philosophy professor, oh it's windy out here, there was once a philosophy teacher who stood up in front of his class and pulled out from underneath his desk one of those huge big catering sized jars of mayonnaise, except this jar was empty. So he reached down under the desk and then he pulled out a box full of golf balls. And he filled the jar of golf balls, he filled the jar up with golf balls right up to the top. And he asked his class, is the jar full? And of course the class all said, yeah, the jar's full. So then he reached down under his desk and he pulled out a box of small pebbles. And he poured the box of small pebbles into the jar, and the small pebbles went all the way down and filled up all the cracks in between the golf balls. And he said to the class again, is the jar full? And they all said, yes, it's full this time. And then he reached down under his desk and he pulled out a box full of sand. And he poured the sand down, shook the jar, poured the sand down, shook the jar. And he then said to the class, is the jar full? And they all said, yes, it's finally full this time. Absolutely couldn't get anything more into it at all. And so then he reached down under the table and he pulled out 2 cups of coffee and he poured the 2 cups of coffee in to the jar and said to the class, now the jar is full. So he went on to explain, he said, the jar represents your life. The golf balls represent the things that are absolutely essential for you to be at your best and at your happiest in life. The pebbles are the things that are really important, like your job, your home, your car, those kind of things. And the sand is all the other stuff. It's all the small day-to-day stuff, the housework, the Facebook, the car maintenance, all those little things, watching telly, reading magazines, all those things that we can fill our days up with. And he explained that if you put the sand into the jar first, if you put all the small stuff into the jar first, then of course the jar is going to be full, your life is going to be full, but there will be no room for the golf balls, for the things that are really, really essential for you. And so he gave this lovely bit of teaching and he explained that, yes, put the golf balls into the jar first. So fill your life up first, prioritize the things that are essential for your happiness first, put them into your day-to-day planner first, and then all the other stuff will fill the gaps around that. But you're going to be full up anyway. Your life is going to feel full without all the other stuff, and you're going to be at your best. Your energy is going to be at its best. And somebody stuck up their hand and said, yeah, but what about the 2 cups of coffee? And he said, I'm glad you asked that. That was just to prove the point that there's always enough room in your day for a couple of cups of coffee with a good friend. So that's why I'm out in the woods today. Being here right now is one of my golf balls. Being out in nature is essential for me to be at my best, whether it be out in the garden, whether it be in beautiful woodland like this that St. Patrick is reputed to have walked through, this very ancient Irish wood that I'm in at the moment. Getting a bit of exercise, whether it's a walk or a run, that's essential for me to be at my best. Other things that are really, really important to me that are essentials are my yoga practice, a bit of meditation, a bit of stillness every day, spending time with those people that I really love. What else is essential for me to be at my best? Nutrition, feeding myself really well. So that means spending quite a bit of time in the kitchen because I cook everything from scratch. Don't do any processed foods at all. So I'm just seeing myself and realizing I haven't even put a brush through my hair this morning. So those kind of things are essential to me. And as I'm creating a life that I love, and I'm encouraging you to create a life that you really love, this is one of the first things that you can do. Take some time out, take 20 minutes, half an hour, and really tune into yourself and ask yourself, what is essential for me to be at my best? And then start to prioritize that in your day-to-day to-do list. Start to do the things that are essential for you first, And then you'll see that the pebbles and the sand all still have a place. They all still get done. I'm still really productive. I think actually, if anything, I'm more productive than I ever have been, because I'm doing, because I'm living this way, because I'm making these choices, because my energy levels are really high. So I have much more energy to get all the pebbles and the golf or the sand done. And I don't waste as much time on the sand, to be honest with you. I don't spend a lot of time watching TV, lounging around, wasting time anymore, because I'm very conscious of how I spend my time. So I just wanted to share that little story with you, and maybe this weekend you could take just 20 minutes out of your busy day, sit down, put a bit of music on, get your journal out, get a pen out, and ask yourself the question, what are my golf balls? What is essential for me to be at my best in my life? And how can I start to prioritize those every single day, in the trust and the knowledge that the rest will all get done? I hope that helps. I hope you have a gorgeous weekend doing whatever you're doing. The leaves are falling off the trees, the autumn equinox has just happened, the seasons are changing here in Ireland, and it's beautiful. But I'm going to make the most of the daylight and the dry weather while I can, and keep walking and running. Take care. Have a great weekend.